Hey guys, welcome back for another spring review. Today I'm reviewing ZOYA. I'm going to be adding ZOYA to my list of reviews, and probably just most likely their seasonal collections we'll have to see throughout the year. But that's what I have first here. So I have the ZOYA Spring Abundance collection. It is beautiful. I haven't used ZOYA in a while. I do have a handful of ZOYA, well maybe like 20 or 25, that's a handful to me. So I have quite a few, but I don't have a lot to compare to these because I didn't have any that were like super close. So most of the comparisons that you're going to see here today are going to be from SE and OPI for the majority, just so you can get an idea of where the color is or what type of color it is. And so hopefully that is helpful, even though I don't have some ZOYAs. Okay, so these are available now at Beyond Polish. You can get them there. My code is GOLARI10 that you can use for a discount. And one thing I will say, it does come with the skinny brush, but for like 25 cents or super cheap, you can get a little pack of bigger, wider brushes that you can get. I like that they have the option because I know not everybody likes the wider brush, but I love that they have that option for the wider brush for those that want it. And you can also use that brush in SE polishes as well. They fit in there. So you can switch out your old skinny SE brushes. And anyway, I'm gonna make a reel on that pretty soon on my Instagram page so you can see that. But I wanted to let you guys know that because a lot of people have done that and really enjoy it. They have a nice wide brush. I don't have the wide brush on these. I am fine with this skinny brush if I have to use it. So I didn't buy any brushes for these, so I will be applying them with that skinnier brush. But ZOYA has the best formula, you guys. Their formulas are just impeccable and they're very silky and soft, and it's been a while since I've used them, so it was really fun to apply these. Okay, they have 6 shades here. 5 are creams, and the last one is like a really kind of duochrome shimmer shade with some glitter as well. And let's get into it. The first one I have here is GWEN, and this is the polish that I'm wearing on my nails. It's just really beautiful. I love these kind of soft pinks. And this one leans a little bit lavender, which is really nice, and it's got an amazing formula. I mean, I pretty much could get an opaque in 2 coats. You might need 3 if you have like high ridges or something. You can also use a ridge filler base coat, but the formula on this one is just really buttery and soft. I think I did end up doing 3 just because I do like that thicker look with my polish. And I mostly do kind of 3 thinner coats. This is so beautiful. Let's talk about the comparisons because I think this will give you a good idea of what kind of color this is. I compared it to Getting Naughty on My Honeymoon, and that's a touch brighter and a little more cool toned and not as muted. And then I really wanted to see how it compared to Airspun Fun. It really reminded me of that one, but that one is quite a bit warmer than I remembered. And then Free to Roam is brighter and more pink. I did pull out Hollywood and Vibe. I didn't put it on the comparisons, but that one's maybe a little bit more purple, I believe, but it wasn't the same as this one. I did feel like this one is quite unique, and I immediately wanted to put it on. I knew this was the first polish that I wanted to wear because it's just beautiful and soft and muted and so pretty. I love it. And then we have Kit here. This is a beautiful kind of nude, but a really nice soft mauve shade. It is so pretty. I liked this one too. I did find it kind of close to my skin tone, so I might like this better in the winter maybe when I'm really pale, but I really do love these kind of mauve-y shades. They're just really flattering on the skin. The formula on this one is just fantastic. I pretty much could get it opaque in 1 coat. Like, it just goes on so beautifully and nicely, and I think if you get that wider brush, it's going to be even nicer just because those wider brushes always are. They just apply the polish so well. So let's talk about the comparisons that I have for it. So I compared it to Island Hopping. That's the one that I instantly thought of, and that one's close. It's maybe just a touch darker and maybe a little bit cool toned, but I would say this one's kind of the ZOYA version of Island Hopping. So if you love ZOYA and you love that Island Hopping color, this is a good one to get because I feel like they're pretty close. And then it also reminded me of Simply Radishing, which I fell in love with this last year, and that one's even darker and more purple, kind of red toned. And then Odette, which is one of my favorite ZOYA polishes, that one's more purple and a little bit more muted. I just wanted you to see that compared to that one. So I did find this quite unique. It's very close to Island Hopping, though I feel like it's maybe just a little bit softer and maybe a little bit more nude than that, but it's a really beautiful shade. And then we have another nice raspberry shade. This is so beautiful. It does have quite a bit of red in it. It's like a red leaning lavender shade, but it is a little bit muted and soft at the same time. Also kind of rich. I'll let you see it in the live application here, but the formula is just really fantastic. I can't remember if I did the live swatch in 1 coat. Maybe I did 2, but if I did 2, it was probably most likely just to build it up. So I compared it to Baja Moment, and that one's more of a red plum, and then Big Spender was probably the closest, almost exact exact, but maybe a touch more purple. And then SE Raspberry is more red. So that gives you a good idea of where that lays in the color spectrum. Just reviewed the SE Fashion Fate collection, and so I wanted to pull these out so you guys could see. So these are kind of close. I probably should have pulled these out. This one's maybe just a little bit more purple. This one's more rich, and this one's going to be more soft. But just so you guys know, pull that one out, but that's how close that one is. They're not exactly the same. Yeah, I liked it. I think the formula on these just makes me go, oh, when I apply them, they're just really fantastic. And then we have this beautiful purple called LENA. Like I said, I love these kind of purples that are more cool toned, that have a little bit more blue in them. The formula on this one surprised me. I didn't expect it to be kind of sheer, but it reminded me of Splash of Grenadine. And I said that with the other purple too from the SE Fashion Fate collection. And you can see these here. And I think I have this one in the comparisons. It's pretty close, but it has that kind of sheerish formula like Splash of Grenadine. And so it builds up just kind of nice and soft and squishy. And so I really liked these both. If I had to pick, I don't know, that would be really hard. I'm glad I don't have to pick. But this one does have that subtle shimmer in it, so it's a little bit different, and so it's a little bit more glowy. But I think you'd be happy either way. So if you really like the ZOYA line, then get this one. If you like the SE Gel Couture line, then get that one. They're pretty close, but they're just so beautiful. I love these kind of colors this time of year. And then we have Tyler. This is a beautiful blue. It's a little bit rich. It's not too dark though that you wouldn't be able to tell it's blue. Leans a little bit navy, but it still has a little bit of purple in it, and it's really soft, and I just love it. This one has a fantastic formula too. It's gonna be opaque in like one coat, but you're probably gonna wanna do two, and I really liked it. I didn't find anything exactly the same as this, but I found some that were pretty close. So I compared it to All the Wave, and that's a touch brighter, so I feel like that's like more fun in summer because it's a little bit brighter. And then Left on Shred, that one's a little bit darker, leaning more navy. And then Waterfall in Love is actually pretty close, but maybe a touch more purple and maybe a touch darker. So this one's really fun. I don't wear a ton of navy in spring and summer, but this got me really wanting to. This next one is Elsa, and this is a duochrome shifting from blue to purple, and then it has some shimmer in there and some bigger, chunkier, iridescent glitter pieces in there. So this one's really fun. It definitely gave me like mermaid vibes, especially with that blue to purple shift. I don't find myself wanting to wear this one, but I see a lot of people who would really want to. I think this would be a fun toe color. If these blues didn't make my feet look purple, I might, but it's a cool color. I didn't expect it to be as sheer as it was. It's pretty sheer, but being sheer allows those glitters and shimmers to kind of show through. But in my picture, I think I did 2 coats, but you might want to do 3 just to build it up just a little bit more. But it's really fun and perfect for summer. I think a lot of you are really going to enjoy this one. And I didn't do any comparisons for this one because I really don't have any colors like it. It's quite unique. I'm thinking they named it Elsa from Frozen. I don't know. Do you think they had that in mind when they were looking at this polish? I kind of feel like they did because it kind of feels like it goes along with that. But anyway, I think a lot of you are going to like this one. I just think it's fun. I'm just not very fun sometimes. Not fun enough to wear glitter and shimmers all the time. Okay, so here are my favorites. I really did fall in love with this navy. It is so beautiful, and I really think I might wear it next. I haven't worn navy in a while. And then this purple I loved just because I'm a sucker for these. This soft pink I love, and then this raspberry shade. I'm gonna really try to wear a raspberry soon. So raspberry and a navy is what I have up next. So ELLIS, GWEN, and then LENA and Tyler. I will have all these linked down below. Let me know your thoughts on the collection. Let me know if there's anything you think you're gonna pick up. I think they're fun, and I'm really excited to be reviewing ZOYA, so hopefully you guys are excited about that too. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.